I have a lot of new followers on here, so I thought I'd take a minute to tell you how I ended up in Italy, starting an upcycled luxury handbag brand and co-founding the first leather upcycling studio in all of Italy. So back in 2017, I'd already decided I wanted to come to Italy, but at the exact same time, I met my now husband. This is a long story and I'll probably need to do a different video, but for the purposes of this one, all you really need to know is that he made me happier than any man I had ever met before. So happy, in fact, that I came to Italy thinking that I was only going to stay for 6 months to a year to study handbags and ended up never leaving. For those of you who are curious, I did end up studying at the Scuola del Cuoio, which is one of the oldest leather schools in all of Italy, located inside Santa Croce Church. After that experience, I decided I wanted to stay in Italy and found a job as a prototipista in a luxury handbag factory making samples and small production for major luxury brands. This is also where I started to realize the incredible amount of leather waste that is generated during handbag production, and especially luxury handbag production here in Italy and in Tuscany specifically. Once I really dug into it, I discovered that over 1 billion pounds, or around 750 million kilos a year, of materials are discarded just in Italian leather goods and leather garment production. That's every single year. And while that includes all materials, the vast majority of it is real leather. This was truly my aha moment, and I just knew I wanted to do something about this. And that's how Sieme brand was born. I vowed to make a brand entirely crafted from upcycled luxury leather by artisan factories here in Florence and Tuscany. It took me about 2 years of going around to different factories, trying to find the right production partners who wanted to make handbags out of upcycled leather. And let me tell you, I got the door slammed in my face more times than I can remember. But finally, in the fall of 2021, we launched our first collection available for pre-sale and pretty much sold out of everything. At the same time, it became abundantly clear that I really needed to develop an infrastructure that was much larger and would allow me to collect a lot of this rescued leather at scale, working directly with factories, and even my dream of working directly with luxury brands. And that's how the idea for Zero Lab, the first leather upcycling center and sustainable design hub in all of Italy, was born. I met my business partner during COVID in 2021. And by 2022, we were able to open our doors to the public. Zero Lab is a place where we work directly with brands and factories to upcycle and repurpose their excess leather that would otherwise end up in landfills. However, we also do a lot of other things like workshops, selling materials, vocational training, and a lot more. You may have also noticed by now that all of our bags are either hand woven or hand macrame. This is because I am truly obsessed with artisanry and craftsmanship, and I want that handmade feeling to be showcased in all of my designs. This is also an amazing way to upcycle all of this leather, as we are able to weave all different types of leather into these beautiful designs and panels to create beautiful, one-of-a-kind handbags. Since then, Sieme brand has been invited to show at the Mostra Artigianato at Fortezza di Basso in Florence, has been featured in numerous publications, and we're even beginning to sell in stores around the United States and in Italy. 6 years later, in 2023, Lorenzo and I got married, and that's where my Sarah bag came from. I originally designed it for my wedding, and so many people liked it that I remade it in a bunch of different colors, and now it is one of our best sellers at Sieme, completely hand macramed from upcycled luxury leather here in Italy. And since then, I've been focusing on continuing to grow Sieme brand by designing and crafting more amazing styles using upcycled leather and being an advocate for more ethical and zero waste production practices here in the Italian leather and luxury production industries. I'm also super passionate about offering incredible leather craft experiences at Zero Lab so that more and more people internationally can interact in a sustainable way with this incredible material. And of course, my number one passion, keeping all of this beautiful Italian leather out of landfills. There's a long way to go, but I'm so happy that you're here to join me on this journey. And I hope you continue to follow along as I develop new exciting styles and even open up the possibility to working in completely new product categories like home goods coming soon. I hope with sieme brand, you see ethical luxury products made with craftsmanship and love that you can cherish in your wardrobe for years and even decades to come. And personally, with my story, I hope it inspires you to throw out the rule book and just go for your dreams, even if you're not exactly sure what they are. Ciao for now from Firenze.